Hello, Libra. This is Kim with Impressions 4444 here with your general message readings. We're going to go over finances and career. We're going to go over love and anything else that comes out. All right. Libra, thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. I truly appreciate you guys. And you still have time to enter for a chance to win the Energy Oracle deck. I will be using the Energy Oracle here in your reading. All right, let's get started. If you're interested in a reading with me, all my information will be in the description box below. All right, Libra, let's get to it. Holy Spirit, I call upon your divine light, your divine love, your divine wisdom, your divine guidance, your divine will. Please allow me to be the channel and bring forth clear messages of healing, hope, and blessings to the star sign of Libra and all who may watch or listen. Thank you. All right. I'm still waking up this morning, y'all. All right. Thank you, Spirit. We have community. Some of you may be having some challenges with your friends, family. Okay. Yeah. Some of you may be traveling or leaving. Some of you are leaving some friends behind. You will be getting into an energy of, I'm hearing isolation. You want to isolate yourself from friends and family for a while because there's something going on here, because we do have hostilities coming out. So there could be some challenges, some disagreements coming through with families and with family and friends. So let's kind of take a peek here. Some of you feel like you got to leave some people behind. Yeah, there's some confusion here. Okay, yeah. It's kind of putting you in a space. I'm getting the feeling as, of, the energy may have shifted within your circle here. And you're not understanding. There's a bunch of fights going on. There's a lot of confusion here. We have a thinking woman. Now, this could be just you in your head, Libra, because you are an air sign, right? And you overanalyze, think a lot. But there's something you may be feeling like, I need to leave this group of people behind. I need to move forward in my life. How do I do that? And you want some time. You may be going on a trip, and that will give you, a breakaway so that you can figure out what it is that you want in your life, where you want to go, and how, what steps you need to take to get there with this rest and rejuvenation. I feel like there's a cycle in your life you're coming to a completion on. You do not usually share your deepest feelings with your friends, like what you're going through. But I just get this shift in energy for you for at the beginning of October. Again, Mercury retrograde starts on the 27th of this month and will go all the way into the 17th of October. And right now we're in the shadow phase, and you kind of, maybe feeling a certain kind of way, and you're trying to figure out like what's going on. But I can see here there may be a lot of confusion. It could be a lot of gossip as well with the 7 of Cups. Yeah, you want to balance out here. You want time away to balance out, again, to figure out what it is you want to heal. Some of you may be experiencing some emotions, some deep emotions coming up. Some things that you may have felt like, I've gotten over that situation and I have moved on. That has happened years ago. Well, Mercury retrograde comes so that we can reset, right? We can clear up some of the things that has been lingering in the shadows. uh, Mercury retrograde, help those things come forward so that we can address them. Okay. There has been some regrets here. Okay. Again, you may feel like, hey, I've gotten over this. I'm getting that someone could be going back to their hometown as well and is bringing up a lot of memories here. Okay. A lot of emotions, a lot of memories. I keep getting misery, but it's memories. Some of you may be going back home like, oh, this is miserable. You just, just be aware of your emotions at this time. And if there's something that, that spirit is bringing up, the universe is bringing up for you, don't suppress it again. Just allow it to flow. Okay. Allow it to flow and release it. All right. So let's see. Let's do a quick spread. This is going to be quick. Yeah. I'm not taking that. I don't know why that came out. Could be a mother figure. Some of you may have an estranged relationship with a mother figure. Could be a grandmother. Yeah, this brings up travel again. This Two of Wands talks about planning. Some of you are planning the travel. Okay. I feel like some of you are anticipating some hostility here. Okay. Yeah, this is old childhood wounds here. We have the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, Six of Wands, and Six of Cups. Someone is going back to their hometown. They're traveling back to their hometown. I feel as if someone is hoping that they are recognized here with the Six of Wands. It's like, coming in. I'm hearing coming in on your high horse. Like, you may be very successful right now, and you just, want to go back and show your, people from your hometown, like, hey, I'm doing good for myself, that type of thing. You may have felt rejected in the past, in your childhood. You may have felt as if you weren't getting the attention that you needed during childhood. I don't know why this is coming up, Libra, but that's what I'm getting. And I feel like you're anticipating like this Four Cups moment. Like you're anticipating that people are going to treat you as the energy of the Four Cups. Like you're anticipating it. Yeah. And here you coming out in your reading. The Two of Wands, okay, talks about a choice as well. Talks about planning, choosing and planning. And then it's like Queen of Swords is like, I'm going to cut certain things out. So you may be saying, you know what, I'm not going to see this person or that person because, they don't treat me well. Okay. And then we have the Page of Cups. I'm still picking up like childhood. Like something happened in your childhood where it's just, yeah. It could be someone, a mother figure or someone who, treated you really, very sternly when you were younger. Because I'm looking at, someone who was very stern. And I'm picking up like memories of, childhood. I'm really picking that up. This is going to be a very emotional trip. Okay. A very emotional trip. I'm picking up another storyline because this is a divorced wife. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So this could be divorced parents. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So I may be getting, maybe, no. I am picking up, I am getting, it could be sibling rivalry. There's someone, that gets more attention than you. Oh my gosh. I just get the feeling that someone treats you different than other. You don't feel appreciated or even recognized, with family. And you're planning this trip to go back for whatever reason. And I'm picking up like on harsh energy between this Queen of Swords and Page of Cups. And it's because someone, if this is a parent, being in the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords is someone who is very direct. It's your energy, Libra. It's like the Queen of Swords is very direct in her when she speaks to you. Someone who is not, doesn't tolerate a lot. Like, she's kind and compassionate, but she's very direct with her words. And someone, it could be you, Libra, because I'm not picking up you in your own energy. I'm picking up you in this Page of Cups energy. Like childhood. It's something, it's a child, something in your childhood that is going to come up for you. Okay? Some type of, I'm hearing trauma response. I'm hearing, some type of trauma in your childhood is going to come up on this trip that you're going on, because we see it here in your energy. You're going on a journey, and it is going to put you in this energy of wanting to isolate yourself, wanting to figure out, what do you want to do in this situation. Like, it's going to be time for alchemy. Like that Temperance card that came out, there's going to be some deep healing coming up for you in the first week of October. And like I said, with Mercury retrograde coming into play in this, make sure you allow that thing to come up and address it. But there's something, like someone has divorced parents, what I'm picking up on. And I'm not sure what, it's like you're going to be facing something from your past that puts you in this Five of Cups moment. Okay? So you may, there's going to be something that's going to bring you some nostalgia of some type of trauma you experienced as a child. Okay, and this is a good time to address it. Okay. Wow. This is very deep, and I really don't want to go too much into it. With all of these being court cards here, it can change. This thing here can change. I'm just giving you what's going to be coming up for you, because none of this is major anchors here. Yeah. Some of you ran from this. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far into this, because this is really deep. But this is something where you're gonna be facing someone is going to put you in this energy, especially with that hostilities that came up. Someone's gonna put you in the energy of Five of Cups energy, and it is because of something in your childhood that some type of trauma you experienced in your childhood. And trauma doesn't have to be anything like it doesn't have to be like, oh, my parent, beat me or anything like that. It can be, because that is trauma, but it could be neglect. It could be not being treated fairly amongst your siblings. Whatever puts you in an energy of suppressing a event that happened in your life, that's a trauma response. Because you're, as a child, we say, oh, kids are so resilient. Well, their egos are being built. So when they go through something that's very traumatic and then you see them get over it really quickly, it's because their ego is protecting them. Their ego is making up the story in their head. And we do it as well. When we go through trauma, the higher self knows how much we can take, right? And if it's something that is just too traumatic, we make up a story, and we believe that so in our minds that we don't see the truth. And as an adult, a little bit later down the line, when we can really process that trauma, that's when those things come up, and that's when we need to release that. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. I always tell people, go see a therapist, because a therapist can help you face that thing and help you see the truth from a different perspective. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there, because this is really deep, and I feel like with these cards being more the minor court cards, because you had two court cards, Queen and Knight, and then all these other ones, these events can change. Okay, so I don't want to get anything anchored in that. However, with that coming up, I see with this Two of Wands here, you're going to be in that energy of thinking about it as you're planning this trip, as you're planning to go on your trip. So make sure, you address your emotions, because we have the Four of Cups here. And you're going to pretend like everything is okay. And it's like, no, it's not okay. And you have every right to speak your truth, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get some self-care recommendations from Spirit with the self-care cards. You may want to do this before you actually go on your trip. Just so you can get in the right mindset, right? Because some of you may want to be like, look, I just want to have a good time, so that, I don't want to have to deal with all this other stuff. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, Libra. Sorry about that. So, let's get back to it. I had to take a pause real quick because I had someone come earlier than expected. Now we're back to you, Libra. So, what I was saying is some of you are going to be taking a trip back to your hometown, somewhere where family is. So, you're planning this trip here with the Two of Wands, and then here's the Four of Cups. And like I said, something in your past, something that, some type of trauma that you experienced when you were a child, like those emotions are coming back up. And with the Four of Cups, it seems to be an energy of not wanting to let those emotions come up. It's like refusing to acknowledge those emotions here, because it's a lot of cups in your reading, right? And you're an air sign. Some of you, I'm also getting with the Queen of Swords, there may have been a mother figure. I'm getting like maybe divorced parents. It may be, I don't know. I'm picking up like maybe a grandmother or some feminine energy that may have caused you a little some problems when you were younger. Something that you regret. It's some type of event that happened in your childhood, and you're trying to repress those emotions. And now is the time for some alchemy to take place. You have the opportunity to allow these emotions to come up so things can be addressed. Okay, so that's basically what I'm getting here with these cards. So I'm going to pull some. Again, this can change. I feel like this is something that Spirit is wanting you to be aware of. Going into October, the first week of October. Again, there's no major arcanas here. The only major arcana came out for you, Libra, was in the beginning of your reading, and that was the Temperance card. So you're going to have an opportunity to really put some things to rest, to address something from your past, and be able to release it and let that go. Okay, so let's get some self-care cards. Make an altar. Okay. Setting up an altar, it doesn't have, if you're not into, trying to venerate your ancestors or anything like that, but setting up an altar just so you can, like, on this altar, put some things that you really like, whether it be flowers, stones, certain pictures, but something that, set up something that you can look at every day that will help you or remind you, hey, did I do some self-care today? Some time where you can take to meditate in front of. I've have an altar where I put my favorite flowers, I put my favorite crystals, I have plants on there, I have a wind chime on there. And I'll sit there in front of that altar. I'll light my candles, sit there in front of that altar. That helps me get into quiet time. That helps me to quiet my mind. I can look upon beautiful things that I like, and I can connect with myself. Okay. Okay. I'm not taking those. Those are on the floor. I'm not. Anything else, Spirit? I'm going to shuffle one more time. Okay. Nothing else. Very practical. So let's get some Moonology oracles here. I was hoping that I would get just a 15-minute read. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay. I feel like when you're planning for this trip and these emotions are coming up, have an escape route or have a place, plan how you can get away to process your emotions. So because I feel like there may be a moment where you confront this Queen of Swords here, not even confront, but there's going to be a moment here with you and this Queen of Swords. So, just say, plan a way that if you are triggered in some type of way, that you have a place like, hey, I'm going to go take a walk or something like that. Somewhere where you can go to process your emotions. Okay. Like, hey, if they do this, then I'm going to go somewhere to process. All right. A time where you can have a place alone where you can process. Right. All right. Take time to breathe out. And I feel one more. You and your loved ones are safe, and an end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so again, like I said, this retrograde is a time for you to reset. Conclusions are within reach. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to address this trauma and release it. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing. Okay. I don't see any money coming out. I feel like you will be giving gifts here, okay, or receiving gifts. Okay, this is balance. Since Six of Pentacles talks about balance, some of you may be balancing out your budget because you are going on a trip here. So you may not be spending a lot. You may have taken some time to bring gifts, take gifts on your trip. Okay, so your money is fine. I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, you're pretty balanced out with when it comes to your finances. Okay, playtime is essential for relationships. Have a little fun recapturing romance with your partner. Okay, so some of you may be going on a trip with your partner. Okay, so make sure to have some fun in the midst of this heavy energy here. Okay, this is definitely going to put you in some emotions. And past life, there may be past life connection or unfinished business with this person. And this is what this is talking about with this Queen of Swords here. Something is going to be wrapped up. Okay, there's a cycle that's coming to an end. Vivid dreams. Pay attention to your dreams as the connection deepens. Your dreams become more pronounced and full of answers. Okay. The bottom of the deck, it says make a move. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make a move. Okay. So I feel like, it may be instance where you actually do confront this person, because I feel like here it is right here. You may have a conversation with this person and be able to express how you felt as a child. I feel like whoever you have dealt with, in your childhood is someone that is still to this day makes you shrink. Okay. And it's time to close that cycle up and release that. Okay. Okay. Just get one card from the Motivation Manifesto. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, they gave me 3. I'm gonna take them all. All greatness teeters on whether a would-be hero overcomes the terror within and advances regardless. Okay. This goes right in line. When our hearts yearn for action and growth, we should care little about what society says is possible or prudent. Okay, that's following your heart. We must not lose the urgency of this moment, as it begs for us to begin something grand and important. So I feel like you're going to get the urge to really have a conversation with this person. This one right here, Libra, I feel is very, very important for you to do. This is, taking this opportunity to heal this situation is going to set you free. And here's the last one. When we were hurt, we felt that love was somehow diminished or damaged. But hurt has nothing to do with love, and love is unaffiliated with and unaffected by pain. Ego was hurt, not love. Love is divine. It is everywhere, ever present and abundant and free. And it's what I talked about in the beginning. It's like when we experience a traumatic event, like I said, it doesn't have to be this grand event, but it puts, if we have feelings of neglect, as a child, that is, if we don't address it, it becomes trauma. And so with this, Spirit is basically saying, like, when this person hurt you, because I feel like this person may have made you feel small. It wasn't that love wasn't in the picture. It wasn't that love was diminished, like it says, or damaged. It was the ego, right? The ego makes up stories in our minds to protect us. The ego is not something that we should reject, but we should be an observer, right? Objectively, of the things that happens in the past, and the truth will set us free from having those trauma responses, right? You have the ego covers up things, covers up the truth, so that we can continue to survive. And now, regardless of how old you are, childhood trauma can come up in your 60s if it's not addressed. But the ego, what the ego does is covers it up so that we can continue on with our life. It's a survival tactic, okay? And once we acknowledge, once, because Mercury retrograde brings those things up so that we can address it and move on, close the cycle and move on. Once we do that, we set ourselves free. We remove the block. We open the road for something new and beautiful to come in. Okay, Libra. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm at 30 minutes. I'm sorry your reading was so long. But I love you guys. I love my Libras. I feel like it's a sister sign to Virgos. Happy birthday, because this is your season. Enjoy your season, Libra. I love you guys. You have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.